Hello guys, welcome to NFX. In previous part, I did some mistake which I fixed, and some people also comment on it. So I want to thank them who correct me. Now I am going to show you the new pillar break effect. In previous version, the direction was wrong. I didn't pay attention that time, but now I corrected, and now it's going right side. Now we will start the further process. So after the transform pieces, I'll take debris source. The debris source node gave us points on the surface, and when it breaks, we got yellow points, which shows as inside points. Here you can find the color ramp. This color ramp based on the edge. Newly particle color will be yellow, and oldest particle will be wine color. Right now we have points inside and outside surface, but we need only inside points. So we have to delete the outer point. For delete the outer point, there is the option remove unreleased. Just turn this on, and now we have only inside point. Now I'll take pop net, go inside, and emission type will be all points. Let's add a gravity here. Now you can see our particle is continuously emitting. We want only few frames. Should be emit. For this we have to reduce the age of our source particle. Maybe 2, maybe 0.2, and particle start frame will be 21. You can see it's still emitting. We have to remove the source particle when they reach on their oldest age. There is option remove life end. Just turn this on. Now we have a problem here. Our particles are also dying. Just turn off this guide and go outside. For now I am turn this off. This is happening because age attribute is overwriting. So after the debris source, we have to add attribute delete. And add star in point attribute. Now our particles fixed and they are not dying. But there is still some problem. Our particle is going down. And they have some stepping issue also. So for fix this stepping issue, I'll add time blend so we get in between frames. Let's check our particle. It's not fixed yet. I'll turn this velocity guide. So we have our velocity in debris source, and time blend has also velocity. So for this I am going to take trail node and increase the trail length so we get more pieces, and reduce trail increment so it will reduce the piece gap. And our debris source start frame will be 21. We will use this source particle to emit our debris particles. We will use this source particle to emit our debris particles. Now we will check our debris particles. The stepping issue is fixed. Now particle quantity is too high. For reduce it, I'll reduce the density to 20, but our velocity is still missing. Turn on this velocity guide so we can check the velocity. What I did here, I put star in the point attribute. Because of it, all point attributes are deleted, which I don't want. I just delete everything instead of velocity. So our velocity should not delete it. You can see our velocity is coming now. Now we have to add a table collision. So I just copy this out and take a new geometry node and just rename it table call. And I'll take object mode and import the table. By default it's come in small scale, so we have to change it. We have to change into the object so it will come the scale size. Now I have to just recheck it should tick on the popnet here and just select it, and in the collision I'll just take a static collision. And we can check our collision here. Our collision is coming, but you can see our particle is not colliding, they are going down. We can see here, yeah, they are going down. And maybe some other angle here, we can see our particle is not colliding. For checking the its proper colliding, just turn this off display and go to here, just click on this volume collision guide. So we can see our collision is not working properly. So fix this, just reduce this division size, maybe 0.1 or maybe 0.05. Reset it. Now it's coming, maybe 0.3, and just turn this off again and display turn on this display geometry. Now our particle is colliding and they are they are also bouncing. So collision is fixed. I have to reduce bounce, maybe 0.005. Or maybe 0.01, or I think 0.1. I think it's okay. And now we have to assign debris pieces on these points. So I'll take box here and I'll take material fracture here, and I'll take also a explode view, and just increase this uniform scale, and I'll increase this scatter so we can get more pieces here. I just select randomly 4 or 5 pieces so we can get random pieces on our debris. And now I'll take a delete node and just select one piece and delete it, and click on this delete non-selected so we can get only single piece. Just duplicate this, click on this arrow, select another one, maybe 5 pieces should be enough. And now I'll just merge all of these 5 pieces, and here I'll take assemble node and click on this create back primitive. So all these 5 pieces should be considered as a single point. So we have here 72 points, and 46 primitive, 216 vertices, and after the assemble we have only 5 points, 5 perimeter and 5 vertices and 5 back fragment. Now we want the all pieces should be center of the grid. Because if I just copy, if I just take a copy to point here and connect the point input here and the piece here, it's generating the, it's creating our debris on the table also, so we have to remove this table from the points. I'll just take copy this table collision and paste it here with this sign. So you can see, so I'll just take transform piece and scale down so we can see properly. We can see here our particles is here and instancer position is here. See, so we don't want it. We want the piece should be come on the exact on the point. So what we will do, I'll take a for each loop here and here I will create a position attribute. So I'll take here attribute create and name will be P for position and class should be point and here type will be vector and place a null, so we can see our all pieces center of the grid. Now if I connect this here and check it and I'll just take a transform node here and reduce the size. So we have our pieces on the point, but all 5 pieces is coming on a single point. So if I just go to wireframe, we can see we have a point here and all 5 pieces are coming on a single point. For get rid of this, I'll just take attribute adjust integer and here I'll just take random and piece will be 0 to 4. So because we have 5 pieces, it will be 0 to 4 and here I have to create the variation class. So I'll take connectivity here and just copy copy this variant name, attribute name variant, so I have to paste it here, variant. So now we will check this here. I have to paste the variant name here also. Just turn this on, piece attribute, and it's, and let's check. It's still we got 5 pieces. Okay, we have to add a variant name here also. So just copy here again and paste it here, variant. It's, they are still coming because, okay, just remove this. So we have our single piece on the single point. So we have our debris here. Just turn off this grid. Now I'll take a attribute randomize for the size and type here p scale, and the minimum value should be 0.008 or maybe 0.05. This is okay. And now we can add UV here. I'll take UV unwrap, not unpack, UV unwrap. So we have UVs here for our debris, or maybe we can add here. No, it's not coming here, so I'll just place it only here. Now we will check here. UV is not coming here because we have to transfer the UV attribute here, transfer attribute. So just select it here, UV. It should come here now. No, it's not coming. So what is the problem? I'll just take unpack here. So it's still not coming. And maybe I just put one unpack is here. And now it's coming. We can see. So we can check our UV is coming here. If I turn this off, it's gone. So just turn this on. So we have UVs here. Our debris is ready. We will check this on our camera. Now maybe I have our particles going too far, so I'll just go inside the pop net, and here I'll just take pop drag, and here the distance will be 0.0, maybe 0.1, and I think it will, and maybe 0.08. I think this is okay. So I'll just add a null node here, and take a merge, so we can see both of it, the debris and our actual pillar pieces. We can adjust the debris amount, but for now this is okay. Now we will create dust. So for this I'll just take from here and create another debris source, or maybe I'll just copy this here. So we have our points here. I'll just increase the h, so our point will stay a little bit more. Or maybe 0.05, and reset it. I think I have to increase it 0.1. It's calculating. Maybe I have to increase a little more, maybe 0.03, 0.3. I think this will be fine. And now I'll just increase the density amount here, so 50, and maybe 80. Now I'll take a pyro source, and here I'll just take a source smoke, and I'll just reduce this particle separation here 0.05, and take pyro and take volume rasterize attribute, and here in pyro source we don't want the temperature because we only create a dust, and in the dust we don't want the temperature attribute, so I'll just delete it. And here I'll also call the density attribute, and voxel size will be 0.5 or maybe 0.01, or here is also 0.01, or maybe it is too low. I just increase the density 150, and here volume voxel size 0.05, and particle separation also 0.05, maybe 0.03. Maybe I'll just reduce this point particle scale 1.5. I think this is okay. And now I'll take pyro solver here, and start frame will be 21. We have our smoke here, but there is no velocity, so we have to add velocity here. So for velocity I'll just copy these two nodes here, and here I'll just take a null, and here pyro solver we call the velocity attribute. We create a velocity attribute, and in volume size we have to add v. So we have our velocity source here. I just copy this null here, and so I'll take volume source here, just connect it here, and paste the copy null node here, and create one attribute. The source volume will be val, and target fill will be v. So let's check it. Our velocity is still not coming. Okay, I have to just source volume will be v and target field will be val. I think this should work now. Yes, it's working. So our velocity is working now. The dust is going with the velocity, and now I'll just take a popper angle here, so we can control our velocity force. Here I'll just create a velocity multiplier. So I'll just type v multiplied by ch, and the channel name here multiply, and create a attribute. So here I just have to add v. So we have our attribute here. The multiplier is 0. So if I turn this velocity right here, and click on the angle, we can see we don't have velocity here because this is 0. So I have to increase the multiplier, maybe 0.5. So we have our velocity. We can see before the angle we have more velocity, and the angle we scale the velocity 0.5. Now we can check. I think this is okay. And now we can add turbulence here also. In the shape tab, just turn this on turbulence, and turbulence will be 0.3 and the scale should be 0.3. Maybe I can increase the turbulence, maybe 0.8. It's still not working. So I'll just, threshold field will be, instead of temperature I'll just type here density. Now turbulence is working, but it is not visible. So I'll increase the turbulence 5. Reset the cache and play again. Maybe I have to increase more for visible result, maybe 20. Yes, it is working now. So I'll just reduce this turbulence amount here, maybe 10. And now we can add our debris collision here. So we can collide our pillar pieces with our dust. So I'll just copy this out here. Just copy this out. And just save the file first. And I'll take a object merge here and paste it. So we have our debris pieces here, and I'll take VDV from polygon. So we can convert this into VDV. Reduce the voxel size, maybe 0.05 or maybe 0.03. So we have better resolution. If I directly connect the pieces here, it will not work. So we have to connect the VDV. Maybe I have to reduce voxel size here, but it's not working. our VDB is proper, but viewport issue. Just reset the viewport. And our VDB is fine. I'll just take convert VDB here and select the polygon here. So our shape is coming properly. So our VDB is proper. So our collision is coming properly, but it will not show on the display. Now I'll take a file cache here and just type the name dust and save this. Now our cache is done. Maybe I can reduce the voxel size so we can get more detail on our dust. Just cache it out again. Now we can merge all the elements. Our dust, pillar pieces, and our debris. And let's check. Let's check on the camera. Maybe we can decrease the dust dissipation. Maybe we can decrease the dust dissipation. So for this, I just select Pyro Solver and in the shape tab, or maybe here in the fields tab, here is dissipation. We can reduce it 0.07 and recache it out. So our dust will stay a little longer. Now we can render all the elements in the separate layer. So I'll just add a null here and call it out smoke, and here out debris, and here is already outbreak pillar. So I'll copy this here and go outside and maybe we should get rid of this extra node here. And I'll take geometry node, go inside and take object merge, call our smoke here and change the node color and change the name then dust. Copy this node, go inside and copy this debris null and paste it here. Again, just rename this rand debris. Copy this node again, rename it rand pillar break, and call our break pillar. We can create RGB paths for outside and inside surface. So we have control in the comp, grading and all. So I'll just copy this node and rename it maybe RGB. And here I'll just take material node, go to the material palette, and here I'll type constant. So I'll take this constant and duplicate this. I just type here pillar outside and type here pillar inside. And I'll change the color. One is red and one is green. Now we can select one material here, pillar inside. So it's assigned overall the surface. We want this shader only inside surface. So we can select the inside group. So it will assign only the inside surface. We can see this. Now just duplicate this material node and we select the other shader for outside and group will be outside. So we have our separate inside and outside color. So we can render all the elements and comp it, and we will finally got this. This is our final output. Hope you will found this helpful. Thanks for watching.